Good morning. It's Friday morning, August the 28th, 2020. I'm Pastor Mike Custer, the pastor of Bible Baptist Church in Grand Forks, North Dakota. I'm glad to be able to spend a few moments with you this morning just talking about an important spiritual principle today, and it's about encouraging. We don't even know how much we could encourage other people if we would just think that way. And everybody needs encouragement, not just people who are weak and not just people who struggle. Everybody needs to be encouraged on occasion. I'm thinking about Hebrews chapter 10, where the Bible says, "Let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works." And that's Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24. And verse 25 says, "Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching." And one of the great benefits of meeting together in a church service is that we can encourage each other in the Lord, and we can edify one another. The Bible speaks of provoking one another to love and to good works in the verse that we read there in Hebrews 10:24. And even the Apostle Paul was thankful for somebody who was an encourager to him. He wrote these words concerning a man named Epaphroditus in Philippians chapter 2. "Yet I supposed it necessary to send to you Epaphroditus, my brother and companion in labor and fellow soldier, but your messenger, and he that ministered to my wants." And then a little bit later on in chapter 4, verse 18, he said, "But I have all and abound. I am full, having received of Epaphroditus the things which were sent from you, an odor of a sweet smell, a sacrifice acceptable, well-pleasing to God." And so apparently Epaphroditus came from the church at Philippi and brought some things to Paul from the church. But he ministered to his needs, and he was an encouragement to the Apostle Paul while he was there in prison in Philippi, and as he wrote, not in Philippi, but when he wrote the letter to the Philippians, this is a prison epistle. He was in prison in Rome, and he was in prison there when he wrote to the church at Philippi. But Epaphroditus was a great encourager to him, and we know his name for that particular reason, and it's a name that's preserved as it were forever in posterity because of that great ministry of encouraging. And anybody could be an encourager. Anybody can encourage and lift up somebody else who may need it, and they may not even realize that they're communicating to somebody who actually needs to be encouraged, and we often don't know such things. But if we have it in our heart to be a blessing to other people, we can end up being an encouragement to them. And I would just urge you today to consider that. How could I encourage one of God's children today? How could I be a blessing to one of the saints today? Maybe it's somebody that really needs to be encouraged. Pray about this and ask the Lord to lay somebody on your heart. Somebody that you could just say a word to or do something kind for, and really encourage them in the Lord today. God bless you today.